The appearance or disappearance of types of organisms mark important occurrences in geologic time. Hi, and welcome back. In today's science episode, I'm going to talk about life and geologic time.
Life and geologic time. Paleontologists have been able to divide Earth history into time units based on the life forms that live only during certain periods. This division of Earth's history makes up the geologic time scale. However, sometimes fossils are not present, so certain divisions of the geologic time scale are based on other criteria. Major subdivisions of geologic time. Four major subdivisions of geologic time are used: eons, eras, periods, and epochs. The longest subdivisions are eons. On this chart, you can observe this part as the eon. They are based upon the abundance of certain fossils. Next to eons are the eras that you can see in this part of the chart, which are marked by major, striking, and worldwide changes in the types of fossils present. Eras are subdivided into periods. Periods are units of geologic time characterized by the type of life existing worldwide at that time. As you can see, these are some common periods. Cambrian period, one that is very common or studied is the Jurassic period. Periods can be divided into smaller units of time called epochs. Epochs also are characterized by difference in life forms, but some of this difference can vary from continent to continent. Epochs of periods in the Cenozoic era have been given specific names. Epochs of other periods usually are referred to simply as early, middle, or late. Epochs are further subdivided into units of shorter duration. Dividing geologic time. There is a limit to how finely geologic time can be subdivided. It depends upon the kind of rock record that is being studied. Sometimes it is possible to distinguish layers of rock that form during a single year or season. In other cases, thick stacks of rock that have no fossils provide little information that could help in subdividing geologic time. Organic evolution. The fossil record shows that species have changed over geologic time. This change through time is known as organic evolution. According to most theories about organic evolution, environmental changes can affect an organism's survival. Those organisms that are not adapted to changes are less likely to survive or reproduce. Over time, the elimination of individuals that are not adapted can cause changes to species or organisms. Species. Many ways of defining the term species have been proposed. Life scientists often define a species as a group of organisms that normally reproduces only with other members of their group. For example, dogs are a species because dogs mate and reproduce only with other dogs. In some rare cases, members of two different species, such as lions and tigers, can mate and produce offspring. These offspring, however, are usually sterile and cannot produce offspring of their own. Even though two organisms look nearly alike, if the populations they each come from do not interbreed naturally and produce offspring that can reproduce, the two individuals do not belong to the same species. Plate tectonics and Earth history. Plate tectonics is one possible answer to the riddle of tribalite extinction. Earth's moving plates cause continents to collide and separate many times. Continents collisions form mountains and closed seas caught between continents. Continental separations create wider, deeper seas between continents. By the end of the Paleozoic era, sea levels have dropped and the continents have come together to form one giant landmass, the supercontinent Pangaea. Because Trilobites live in the oceans, their environment was changed or destroyed. This figure shows the arrangement of continents at the end of the Paleozoic era. What effect might these changes have had on the trilobite populations? Not all scientists accept the above explanation for the extinction at the end of the Paleozoic era, and other possibilities such as climate change have been proposed. As in all scientific debates, you must consider the evidence carefully and come to conclusions based on the evidence.
I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching and until the next one. Bye!